Dave Daubenmire hasn't been on the show for a couple of weeks, and probably for good reason, because the last video that came out for him, he used a word quite a lot that Kyle and I will not repeat.
Oh, yeah, that one.
And if you want to hear that one, we talked about it on one of our patron shows. It's not ever going to be light of day kind of thing, because Dave Daubenmire is an asshole that thinks that he can just use the words that...
Did he say the word? The word?
Yeah,
he said the N-word a couple times on that video. So.
Many times.
He said, he didn't say Negro.
No. He used hard ER.
You said the word?
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, you missed that one.
And I said on the show, like, when we're discussing the word, we can say the word. We have to be careful about it.
Yeah.
Like,
only in quotation with somebody else saying it. You know?
So, like, there's not a word on this show that's not like the word. And I'm like, that word.
Yeah.
That word. Oh my God.
I mean, we've even had discussions off the air of using the word retard only because it means to slow down. We understand the connotations behind it, where people might not like it when you're talking about in relation to people that are developmentally challenged, or they are what they would deem slow. I hate using that term too, but it's just it's ableist. It is ableist in this day and age, you know.
And honestly, I don't find it super useful. Honestly,
no, it's not. But it was one of those like things where people were just going to be like, "You can't tell me what to say." Like, yeah, we can't tell you what to say. We just get to determine how much of an asshole you are depending on your language that you use. So
there's that word.
Yeah.
That word has nothing but history behind it that is intensely violent and disgusting.
Yeah, especially with the hard ER at the end of it. God. Anyway, he's not talking about that. That's not the Dave Daubenmire clip we're doing.
Cool.
But we're back on to Dave Daubenmire and butt stuff, because that's what he seemed... This guy thinks more about gay sex than...
He's more into butt stuff than me, and like, that's
weird, yeah.
Whole fist and everything, God.
The devil has seized control of most of our churches. Now, what I mean by seized control of most of our churches, he's not necessarily standing in the pulpit, but he has created an atmosphere in the church where we are complicit and compliant and comfortable with sin.
Considering how your book has a big list of sins that everybody just turns a blind eye to, that means every goddamn church.
Yeah, that's not very descriptive.
Fits that descriptive there. You know?
I mean, we know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna
because we know you.
But inappropriate. What? Still within YouTube rules. Nothing I will do will be outside of YouTube rules. Last I checked.
That's not outside the YouTube rules.
No.
For people wondering, that finger tasted delicious. There you go.
It has. We see the average church will not speak out against homosexuality because we've let the salt of the world come into the church, and now we're convinced people are born that way and we're just to love them and all that stuff. And a watering down of the gospel of Jesus, that the devil has taken a long, long march through the institution.
But your God let him do that, right? I mean,
sure, yeah. You're
isn't
God.
Your wizard more powerful than our wizard? Isn't that how that's supposed to?
Yes,
your wizard created our wizard, so
that is how that works. And I believe that was an invention of your God, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the devil was a invention of the higher up wizard. So, Felicia, he's not interested in that.
I know, but it's fun to do it. Don't
I know.
kill my joy here.
I'm only calling it out because
sin, and I'm gonna sin.
But he wants.
Like he's talking about it's like we're satanic, so like, yeah, why not own it? I don't know. It's like
I want to show you in Romans 1, verse 17.
Who cares?
And we would see, for therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as is written, the just shall live for faith. Now watch. For the wrath of God is currently being revealed. The wrath of God is revealed. It's being revealed right now. What we see going on around us is the wrath of God. What do you mean, the wrath of God? Well, it means this. When your own children get out of control and you've reached the point where you don't think you can do anything about it, you say, well, you're going to do what you're going to do.
What? When my kids reach a point where it's beyond control, I walk away from the situation. Yes, but I don't throw my hands up in the air. I just go, okay, only thing that's going to happen here is if I continue to make things worse, or I try to punish these kids.
Though. I thought he was all powerful, though.
Oh, yeah, except when he chooses to
make himself why won't he stop me? Why won't he stop me?
Because he likes to watch. Clearly.
As we've seen from the glory hole. Yep, right. Exactly.
And that's the hand of God being taken off. That is the wrath of God being poured out. Say, okay, I ain't going to mess with you. If you're going to do that, you're going to do it.
If you're going to do butt stuff, I'm just going to, fuck, I cannot take this, guys, right now. I have to get out of here. I cannot be around you when you're like this. Good God. God is such a queen. It's so funny.
I just love this. I'm going to just keep owning sex. Like, when these guys start talking about sex is a bad thing, I'm like, oh, sex is a bad thing? Like, I'm just going to keep doing it. I'm just going to just keep owning it, because sex is great. And
Right.
God in the real world would be like Nathan Lane on the birdcage.
Those homos are without excuse.
What? Those homos are without excuse. Okay. Well,
What?
It went back to something else.
I'm sorry. Dave, have you ever met a homo?
Would you like
to? I mean, they've got some of the best excuses you've ever heard. I mean,
couldn't find any of my Pirin tablets. God damn it. I can't go back to that well for a third time.
Absolutely. Romans 1 tells us that.
They're right there without excuse. And why do they have an excuse? Because we excuse them. We give them an excuse.
And the alternative is what, Dave? The alternative is what?
Death.
You let people live their life, or we murder you. Fuck me, man. This guy's batshit.
Yeah. You've given.
He's really upset about people just having sex the way they want to.
Well, I think he's more upset about people going, all right, fine, you guys do what you want to do.
I don't have my Thanos stick to make a joke on right now. I did a visual thing where I go, and it was like, and it was like a dick. It was like a dick, and then it was
That's okay.
Really funny.
He's just upset that people are they don't care what you want to put in your mouth. In your mouth, it doesn't matter. What you do with your orifices, that's your business.
I don't like it. I'm not feeling it.
We'll get you a bad dragon for your desktop, and we'll make it your microphone holder.
That's not a bad idea.
Stick. I want the wolf stick. No, I don't.
Not a bad idea. No, but I mean, if we're talking about that, we should probably get matching pairs.
Yeah, I was gonna say we all need to order at the same time.
Set.
We all need just a dick. No,
no, they'll never allow that. But unless you get the one that's so obviously not one, where it's the ovipositor one, where you'd be like, okay, well, that's interesting.
I don't want that in my house. I don't want that in my life. I don't even want to know what this is. Not kink shaming. I just find it disturbing. Okay? You are allowed to have your kink. I'm not shaming that. I just find it disturbing and it's not entering my home.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it is weird that it's kind of functional, or at least it simulates function.
Gelatin eggs into your body.
Yeah.
And then you push them
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I mean, it's intriguing, and I mean, I'm not gonna say.
That's why we got intriguing. This, guys. This is why we're not findable on Patreon anymore.
And I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. You have direct links, people.
We talk about sex in a way that's definitely adult, so okay, fine.
Support us. Support us in our bad dragon buying habits.
It's a new Patreon goal.
Stretch goal. Literally. That was a good one. Anyway, back to this dickhead.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe God did make it that way. See, folks, that's the judgment of God. When the righteous are unrighteous, or when we hold the truth and unrighteousness, that's a judgment of God. You see what's going on?
I was having more fun talking about fake dicks than this.
Yeah, no kidding. How is that? That's like no, that's not.
He's like openly admitting God made him gay, and then is like, "Fuck you for being the way I made you."
I mean, yeah, he clearly has not met anyone who's gay, because I can tell you that's not really a punishment. That's a gift. I'm sorry, that's a gift to the world. Really.
Sorry,
we're gonna let him.
By a woman who can't flirt with women, it's fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
Uh-huh. we're gonna let him finish up his last words here because I'm tired of looking at him.
Well, that when they knew God, they when they
what?
I'm gonna rewind that just to hear him.
Hang on,
I stumble over words all the time on here. Not this bad, Jesus Christ.
Because that when they knew God, they went.
Bravo, sir. Good explanation.
He just broke himself. God damn it.
Ideas.
When they knew God, they glorified him not as God. Neither were they thankful, but they became vain, and their imaginations as foolish heart was darkened. They began professing themselves to be wise. They became fools and began to follow scientific studies and researchers and college.
It doesn't say that in the Bible. It doesn't say any of that.
Words are in the Bible, X.
Holy crap.
Researchers, nut studies, those don't exist in the Bible because they didn't exist in ancient times, and the Bible wasn't written to be taken literally or not literally. It didn't really fucking matter. The ancient psychology was different than our psychology. Not psychology, philosophy. Ancient philosophy was different than our current philosophy. See, current philosophy both informs and is formed by science. These are kind of like complementary ideas in our modern world.
I hate everything about this fucking book. I hate everything about the Bible.
Oh, you remember, I've been kind of reevaluating it.
No.
From a different perspective. They didn't care about literal truth. They did not care about literal truth. There was, in fact, an ancient Greek philosopher who's a historian, not philosopher, historian, who said, whether or not this is true, you should believe it. That's a thing. That's a thing that occurs. And no, I'm not going to cite my source. It was on Hardcore History. Go listen to it.
I think it was. What was his name? Biggest Dickus?
Yeah, there you go. That was it. No, was it?
He has a wife. He has a wife, you know.
Go listen to Hardcore History.
Do you know what her name is?
Whether or not it was true doesn't matter in ancient history. The idea was the idea. That's it. That's all I got for you.
Right. Yeah.
Incontinentia buttocks.
College professors and started following all this stuff. And then all these experts come into the church, and the next thing you know, they've taken control of the church, and they've changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into image like into corruptible man, into birds and four-footed beasts, creeping things. So God just said, that's it, man. So God also gave them over to the uncleanness through the lust of their own heart.
That's it, man. They turned them into fucking private hicks.
Yeah,
they turned them into private hicks from aliens.
Game over, man.
Fucking dog meat, man.
He just Dave just turned into a human word salad shooter.
That was a lot of emotion right there. That was a lot of emotion.
He's really bent out of shape. You
guys remember when I did we did the kid with the eulogy, the 8-year-old kid who did his own eulogy, and it was really sweet and wonderful, and I was just like, I don't care, it's a dead kid, and I walk away for a minute. That was more emotion than I had in that. And he's talking about abstract ideas at this point. He's getting really upset.
Right. Yeah.
And he's reading line for line from Romans 1. And it's
he's getting really intense about some really abstract ideas, which inherently abstract ideas should not elicit this kind of emotion, but more evaluation.
No, a little bit. I think he's repressing.
He's projecting. He's projecting.
Well, he's projecting. A little bit of projection. Some some very repressed feelings are coming to the surface here.
Yeah,
he's coming up with the reasons.
It's coming to a head, so to speak.
Yeah, except Viagra doesn't work anymore.